Hey guys, Chichiporpin back with another Let's Watch a Death Battle. And this time it's gonna be Wolverine versus Raiden. Oh my gosh. This is probably one I'm gonna be very hesitant about. And one that I was completely shocked about too. Just considering I like Wolverine and I also like Raiden. And they're both perspectives. Yeah, sorry. Because I like Wolverine because he's a Marvel, he's such a badass, and you got Raiden too, who's such a badass. Because I like Metal Gear Rising a lot, and not to mention, but it's kind of, I don't really think this could be a fair match. It depends if they find a way around it. Because if you're a big fan of Marvel and read the comics and know all the past about Wolverine, you already know about Wolverine's healing factor and stuff. But Raiden, I know Raiden can heal because of his nanomachines, and yeah, he has somewhat of a healing factor, but not as big as Wolverine's, but it's not really that much of a healing factor. And not to mention, oh yeah, what was I gonna say? I'll forget it. Anyways, let's move on with the friggin' video. 1, 2, 3, and now. Who? The animator. The industry. September 19th.
Long-range weaponry are effective tools of destruction, but there's just something special about killing up close and personal with a blade. Like Wolverine, the vicious anti-hero of the X-Men.
And Raiden, the deadly cyborg ninja from Metal Gear.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh man, the graphics are better than Superman vs.
3 stretches, 3 claws. This is the mark of the Wolverine.
But before he was the poster boy of the X-Men, he was born James Howlett in 1886.
Really? That's
He was the wimpiest kid ever. He was tiny and pathetic and sick all the time, but little James wasn't stuck in bed for too long.
As he grew up, James started to develop mutant powers, which gave him animal senses and rapid healing. But when the family groundskeeper Thomas Logan murdered his father, James learned he had a more lethal power hidden within.
Retractable bone claws? Old Thomas never knew what hit him, or more specifically, what stabbed him to death.
But Thomas used his dying breath for the oh-so-original plot twist. I'm your father.
Going from 2 dads to 0 in a matter of seconds. Anyway, James took on the name Logan to poorly hide his identity and ran away from home with his childhood friend Rose. But then he accidentally stabbed her to death too. Damn, those things seem really inconvenient, like a murder erection. Always popping up when you least expect it.
But not as bad as Old Man Logan.
With his healing abilities slowing his aging, Logan has lived over 100 years. He fought in both World Wars and Vietnam before joining a special weapons project called
I'm surprised he's over 100 years old.
This is where he took the name, the Wolverine.
But like almost every other secret project ever, it was actually yet another horrifying super soldier project. Whilst there, Wolverine enjoyed such treatments as being cut open repeatedly, having his DNA harvested, and getting his skeleton a pimped-out chrome job.
Against Logan's will, a scientist named Dr. Cornelius infused his bones with adamantium, a rare man-made metal alloy. Adamantium is extremely dense and stable on a molecular level, making it reportedly indestructible. Even Thor has a hard time breaking it.
And Dr. Scientist also hypnotized Wolverine to erase his memories and turn him into an animalistic killing machine. The result? Well, Wolverine went crazy and slaughtered everyone at Weapon X. So I guess you could say the experiment turned out to be a complete success. Good job, everybody!
After wandering the wilderness and tangling with the Hulk, Wolverine was eventually discovered by the X-Men, who molded him into a real hero. Logan had finally found a place to call home, and a family he did not stab to death.
Old Wolvie's got more mutant powers than Kim Kardashian has butt injections. He has keen animal-like senses and expert tracking skills, can move faster than the eye can see, and can lift up to 2 tons. His adamantium claws can cut through almost anything, and conveniently he never has to sharpen them. He's immune to disease, can resist mind control, and can fight for days without tiring. Oh, and for some reason he can sense animals' feelings and talk to them, like some sort of bear whisperer.
He's equal in hand-to-hand combat with
Why not
Captain
the
America,
Wolverine?
and was skilled enough to tag Speed Demon, who runs faster than the speed of sound.
He's basically
Despite all of this,
Marvel
his
versus
greatest
version of
attribute
Flash.
is his sheer durability. He's like Super Rocky.
Wolverine has survived hits from Thor and the Hulkbuster, battled with Satan himself,
Oh,
and was once blown up with nothing left
Oh, yeah,
but
that
his
was in Civil
adamantium
War.
skeleton.
Think that
was
stopped
the
him?
Civil War.
Hell no! He got back up and beat the ever-living shit out of the emo Bomberman who blew him up in the first place. Jesus Christ! Can anything stop this guy?
Well,
Yeah.
technically he has died a few times.
Yeah.
He even used to have a deal with the Angel of Death to be resurrected should his healing factor ever be overtaxed. But eventually
I never
he
knew
gave it
that.
up in exchange for his soul. Yeah, this actually happened. However, according to Professor Xavier, leader of the X-Men, Wolverine's healing factor stems from his brain. Ah? Get it?
What?
Stem? Like brain stem?
Wiz, I'm the funny one. Just stick to being boring.
Aw. Anyway, this means Wolverine can be killed by drowning or destroying his brain. But seeing as his brain's protected by a thick adamantium skull, it's
Yeah.
probably staying where it is. Still, there's a reason why Logan keeps getting into bad situations like these. He's a lone wolf and doesn't like relying on others.
And he's got a bit of a temper.
Tell Cyclops.
Are they gonna mention Old Man Logan?
Piss him off too much! Something snaps and Wolverine will enter the Berserker Rage.
In this state, Wolverine loses all self-control and ignores all pain, as he is consumed by the animalistic killer instinct instilled deep within him by Dr. Cornelius all those years ago.
I'm starved.
Actually, Norris. And it's censored too.
Born in Liberia, a young boy named Jack lost his parents and was adopted by George Sears, the future president of the
Solid
United
as snake.
States.
Which sounds like a pretty good upside considering, except Sears was actually solid as snake, a traitor who manipulated world leaders to profit from the war economy. Oh, and the fact that he killed Jack's parents.
Really?
I'm your dad now.
Being the perfect parent he is, Solidus enlisted Jack in the Liberian Civil War, where he became captain of his own commando unit in the Army of the Devil.
It's an army
It's
of...
not an actual army of devils.
Oh, damn it.
A natural harbinger of death, Jack's high kill count earned him the nickname Jack the Ripper. He accomplished all of this, and he was only 10 years old.
Oh my god, could you imagine
Yeah,
this
he's
kid
like
during
the
puberty?
third child soldier, if I'm
it
correct.
never even hits. I mean, even 10 years later,
I'm
he
not
still
completely
looks like
sure,
he's
but that's
waiting
what I
for the
heard.
old stones to drop.
Well, they had to sometime. After being abandoned by Solidus, Jack fell for a girl named Rose and eventually got her pregnant.
Jack was tormented by his past life and sought to right his wrongs by joining a special task force.
sound.
With them, he teamed up with the legendary Solid Snake to take down some bad guys, destroy giant robots, go streaking, and even kill dear old
That was
foster
so
dad.
bad.
All under his awesome new code
Yeah.
name, Raiden.
Except all along, he was actually being controlled by the Patriots, a
Oh,
secret
yeah.
organization manipulating the U.S. from behind the
Almost forgot about
scenes
that.
and bent on dominating the world.
Yeah, okay, hang on to your butts, because this is where things start getting out of hand. See, his girlfriend Rose was actually a Patriot spy and was manipulating his life the entire time they were
Oh,
together.
yeah.
Women, right? But she was all like, my bad, I love you. And he was like, it's gay, let me put my dick in you. And then they had a kid.
Well, first she actually said she had a miscarriage and married another man to trick Raiden, but it was really to trick the Patriots.
Wiz, please, the story's confusing enough without bringing that into this. Eventually, they got back together and had a kid. Can we please go back to talking about killing people now?
Sure. One day he was captured by the Patriots and used as a test subject for exoskeletal enhancement surgery, transforming him into a superhuman cyborg ninja.
That's what I'm talking about.
As a cyborg, Raiden went from a force to be reckoned with to a nigh unstoppable killing machine. He is fast enough to outrun bullet trains and even run on walls.
And he can do shit like this.
You too, immortal.
No.
I just don't fear death.
Drugs must be fun.
That's not even the half of it. Raiden is strong enough to lift
the Metal
and
Gear
throw
Ray.
a Metal Gear Ray. While a Ray's exact weight is unknown when compared to a Metal Gear Rex, which weighs 557 tons, we can estimate its weight to be over 1,000 tons.
And that wasn't even his final form.
Right,
No, it
Raiden
wasn't.
eventually got a newer, better cyborg body, which was
Yeah,
even
the
more
one that's
powerful.
mostly that's in
Strong enough to
first
flip
gen.
this giant thing, rip off its building-sized sword, and then fight a duel with it. And finish it off at blinding speed. I mean, what in the actual hell?
Yep.
When he's not wielding building-sized
I
blades,
remember that
Raiden
part.
wields a high-frequency blade called the Murasama. Originally forged in the 16th century, the Murasama was re-outfitted with high-frequency technology.
Oh, yeah, that's same
By
sword,
creating a
isn't it?
powerful
Yeah,
current
that's
through the
same
blade
sword.
that vibrates at intense speeds, it weakens its target's molecular bonds, forcibly slicing through almost anything.
Yeah.
And if that's not deadly enough for you, Raiden can activate a super mode called Zendatsu. This causes Raiden's perception of time to slow anywhere from 50 to 90%, giving him plenty
that's
of
what it's
time
called,
to
actually?
chop through his foes as precisely or as rapidly as he'd like.
He can take this a step further by deactivating his pain inhibitors. Allowing intense agony from wounds to envelop his senses causes him to lose himself in his old Jack the Ripper personality. This Ripper mode radically boosts his already insane speed
Yeah,
and
it
strength.
That's used against monsters. Crazy shit.
Who's next?
But it comes at a price. You know, aside from the whole pain and sanity thing.
Really? Is there something else I don't know about?
These enhanced modes rely on a fuel supply, and using them burns through it at a rapid pace.
Raiden can only carry enough fuel to sustain these modes for a very limited time, and relies on absorbing more fuel cell electrolytes from enemy cyborgs. Plus,
Oh, yeah,
his blood
yeah,
is not
of
natural,
course.
and
I
must be
remember.
changed regularly, like the oil in a car.
But still,
I am lightning. I am transformed.
worth it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All right, the
I'm not-
combatants
I didn't
are
play
set.
Metal Gear Solid
Let's end this
4.
debate once
I've
and
seen
for
that
all.
scene, so.
It's time for a death battle!
The shooting all stars. Where's this game? Metal Gear Ray. No, wait. Metal Geckos. Geckos. Damn it! I did it again. It's Geckos. Man, this is what I get for not playing Metal Gear for a while. What the? Wolverine just did that.
Who the hell are you? Get out of my way! Fat chance, bub. You're next.
Oh man!
What?
Yep.
Who? What are you? Gotta admit, that hurt.
Oh yeah. You could get it off the geckos too.
Nice trick, Voltron. I'm actually more human than you. And that's saying something. Let's dance.
Oh, that was the move on question all star. That was a move on question all star. Yep. Definitely off all star. He's healing.
No use hiding, bub. The nose knows. You're done! What?
Wolverine's coming! Oh! Took off. Here he comes,
I will end you!
It's not over. He's still healing.
Are you some kind of cyborg? Well, my bones are covered in the strongest metal around. Does that count? I'll just have to swing harder then! Hey, Adamantium!
That's both End Rising and All Stars.
Oh.
Don't give up too easily.
Alright, Terminator. Now you've got me mad! Shit! Not again!
Not again.
Good night, RoboCop. Pain. This is why I fight. It's time for Jack the Ripper to let her rip!
Oh my god!
Because of Wolverine's adamantium skeleton and stubborn healing factor, he was able to hang in there despite Raiden's clearly superior speed and strength.
He could have even kept it up until Raiden ran out of fuel, if it weren't for one important question. Could the high-frequency blade cut adamantium?
To answer this,
Yeah.
we dug deep into Marvel Comics history and found Misty Knight, a lesser-known Marvel heroine with a bionic arm made of Antarctic vibranium. This anti-metal emanates vibrations which weaken its target's molecular bonds, exactly like Raiden's high-frequency blade.
Really?
Like the Murasama, this can destabilize and break any metal, including adamantium.
And while in
No
Jack the
way.
Ripper mode, Raiden can strike with enough force to cut through buildings and machines built to survive nuclear wars.
With that much strength behind a sword like that, plus Raiden's speed and technology advantage, Wolverine's supposedly indestructible skeleton met its match.
Any way you slice it, Raiden just had the right gear for the job.
The winner is Raiden.
Way to go, Raiden.
Next time on Death Battle.
Welcome, everyone, to today's extravaganza!
Why does that sound familiar? DBZ.
Worldwide Martial Arts Champion,
Really?
Satan!
That's just sad.
It sure is. Somebody could have used that bus.
Hey, I'm Chad. I play Boomstick.
I'm Ben, I play Wiz.
And, what are you doing?
Raiden is pelvic thrusting in victory for killing
Yep.
poor Wolverine, which was sad.
Hercule is coming to the next Death Battle. I'm so excited.
Hercule Satan from Dragon Ball Z is going to be in the next Death Battle episode, and you can find out who he's going to be facing by sticking to our social media. That's at ScrewAttack on Twitter and Official SA on Facebook.
Perfect. So go ahead there, like, follow, do all that fun stuff. And thank you guys so much, as always, for watching.
Alright.
You're gonna break it. Tori's gonna be pissed.
This isn't even mine.
I have to admit, I was very surprised by this match. I like both of them respectively, but even I thought Wolverine was going to win, but honestly, I was rooting for Raiden. I liked Raiden a lot, actually. He's my second best character in PlayStation All-Stars, and I would just really like Metal Gear Rising, that's the thing, because, you know, Metal Gear Rising is probably like one of the very few hack and slash games I've played. So there's that. And I really like the depth in Raiden's character as well, and how the story, how he goes through, just like how they explained in this when analyzing his character basically. Yeah, so there's that. But it had me very surprised because I mean I like Marvel comics, but I don't know too much in detail about this kind of stuff. Honestly, I've only recently got into comics, but I've known Marvel characters for a long time, so there's that. But I didn't know like that much info. Like people like Rob's from Comics Explained or Benny the Comic Historian, so they probably know that, but I didn't know that honestly. So I guess you learn something new every time. I mean, every day, of course, if you want to say it more correctly. But I don't. Yeah. So until next time, when we see Hercules Satan, which I'm wondering who's. Is it gonna be Dan from Street Fighter? Wait. They fought 1 minute melee, so it probably not. Might not be him. But honestly, I don't really like Mr. Satan that much. I mean Hercules Satan that much, honestly. Even though I like Dragon Ball Z, I don't really like him as a character that much. So there's that. But props to Raiden. Way to go, Raiden. You're a badass. So until next time, 224 Bic is out. See you later.